Hi, welcome to Wood and Stuff Workshop. So today we're going to do a bit of all sorts again. First thing I'm going to do is clear up the workshop because it's really dusty and nasty after routing out this. So got that to do, and then got this to carry on with as well. Right, let's have a look at this then. Like I say, this is for moving work in an X and Y direction, so sideways and forward and back. And this was really cheap off the internet. It just says mini compound bench. When I see them electronic bench drills for sale with the depth, electronic readout for depth, I always thought, oh, I wonder if they could be used for milling. But there's no sort of locking of the depth, so I'm going to try and make something just to lock that, so I can like move it down like a mill or so and then lock it and just keep working like that. I was well impressed with the delivery on this. This only took 2 days. That was pretty good. Obviously I made sure they were UK suppliers because it was off eBay, but I made sure they were in the UK. I think these were from London. I was just wondering what these nasty plastic bits are just here. There's plastic there, but it looks like they're just covering the threads on there just to look after them, stop all rubbish falling on your threads. So that's alright. They've got a readout on there. Whoop, I can hear the cat at the door wrecking the door. So here's a little visitor. He likes coming into the workshop now. He used to stay away a lot, but now he comes in loads. Don't you? You like coming in here now for a look around. Right. So yeah, it looks pretty good for the price of it. We're just a touch on the sander on the side of them two of the bolts that come with that. Lets them slide into there. So now I can hopefully bolt it onto there. Obviously they all need tightening up, but the plan is to give that a go. So yeah, I think I'll be able to do something with that. It's on the box. Enjoy DIY, enjoy life. So here's the specs on that if anybody's interested. So there's the direction of travel and everything. So if you just pause that, you can have a look at it. Right, it's a couple of days later. Got this storage sorted out. That's where I was at because I got distracted by something else. I can't even remember because it was a few days ago what it was, but I had to leave this. And the wife said I was looking like the wild man of Borneo, so I had to get tidied up a bit, have a bit of a trim. So no offence to any wild men of Borneo if you're watching, but apparently you look like me when I've not had a shave for a while, or not had a trim for a while. So anyway, we're back in here. I've got the fire lit because it's a bit frosty out this morning, so we'll get some heat on in here. So yeah, want to get this sorted, this storage. Got to, like I said, get some more work done on this candle sort of holder thing. And as well as that, a little milling bit come for me to try sometime to sort if I can do some basic milling on that electronic pillar drill. I went to the garden centre. When did I go to the garden centre? My memory is getting really bad. Yesterday. Went to the garden centre, and on the way I spotted something on the side of the road, and then when I come back with the wife it was still there. So I'm a bit chicken, so I don't go and ask, but she don't mind asking. So let me show you what I found and managed to bring back. This was at the side of the road, and there's not a lot wrong with it really. It's just a little bit bent there that we can straighten up, and a few bends on the rails at the bottom there. Straighten them up and it'll be as good as new. So I'll be able to use that for holding my logs when I'm chainsawing. I know these are only around £20 anyway, 20-25 pounds. But yeah, just free there again. I think what I'll do first is straighten up this so I can get it back outside again. And then, so I think after we've got that straight and outside, I think I'll carry on with this, get this finished. Once it's all together, then I'll go around and tighten them all up. Straightened all the parts as much as I need. I noticed there was a bolt missing out of one of these that I'll have to replace. Okay, so this one can now be used. Which is good. Just obviously have to find some nice level ground for it. I usually do it over there. So use that now, and this is the old one that I made. So now this can be chopped up. So this one can now be chopped up and used for burning. could probably find another router bit for my beast router to go around and clean these edges up, but I just get fed up of getting covered in dust, sawdust and stuff. I'm not so much into being covered in man glitter. Or any glitter for that matter. I'd rather be covered in man glitter than real glitter. Real glitter's horrible. Right, nearly there. Then I'll cut this down a bit. Pretty close. Let's see if I can follow that with the saw. Right, let's see how we go. Oops. I really need to find some more work trousers in the house and keep putting these on that are splitting more and more. Not a good idea doing it next to the fire. Let me move a little bit this way. Hey! Got there in the end. That's not a bad cut as well. I did cut it from all sides though, but that's pretty flat. Don't know if you see that, but I've always had a ridiculous amount of play in these when this is done in this side. I've had this years and years now, and I've just never bothered really having a look at it. But look at how much plays in these bits between there. Off a bit. That's it, we'll keep it there. Because even though it's got play, it's got nothing like what it had. That'll do. I'll screw that back on there, and that hopefully won't ride up as much when I clamp up. Still do it a bit, but not as much as it did. Whoops, being summoned. I better go and see what that is. Well, I'm back. That was a good summoning. That was for hot cross buns and cappuccino. That's better. Why did I wait till now to fix it? Right, this is clamping a lot better now. It's keeping flat. I think I need to try and fetch this bark off. Because it'll just end up dropping off, I think. And this is why it's a good idea to get rid of the bark. So we've got that mould started there, and this bit feels like it has a little bit of rot or something there, or either woodworm or rot. I think what I'm going to do with this, because I want to show up these rings, I think I'm going to burn this a bit. I'm going to use the burning technique to show it up. Yeah, woodworm. Where's it? Buried. Oh, there it is. Let's have a look. This is right. So let's see if you can see. There you go. First time I've seen woodworm, and probably the first time you've seen one. So there, can you see it move? Here, look. There it is. Woodworm. Like something from Alien. It's a good job I didn't put that in the house. Be eating all the furniture. Just there. The head end of it. Right, sorted that out. So now let's get rid of all this manky bit. So like I say, what I'm going to be doing anyway, I think, is getting some flames on here. So when I go over that, I'll be able to hide this new bare bit of wood. Right, fetch the bark off. Let's give this a bit of heat treatment around the outside. I'm just going to burn it a bit. I was wondering what these wreck bit, like where looks like naily bits have been in there. And then I realised that this was taken down. This was from our garden. It was like a big giant Christmas tree. And it died off. So we had tree surgeons come and chop it all down. So I think these might be the spikes where they climbed up at when he was chopping it, the branches off, and then chopping it down a bit at a time. But I think they are. Let's just stick some heat round the outside of this. That'll make sure we haven't got any aliens living in it. Right, I'll take that outside and wire brush it. Then I'm going to sand up all this. So I'll give it a sanding over. I don't want to get it too flat and shiny though, because it's got to look like wood. I don't want it to look like plastic. And I've left it rustic round here. It's even got wire brush marks where I wire brushed off the burning that I did. But what I'm going to use is this Ronseal interior varnish. It's satin clear, so we don't get too shiny a finish on it. I'm just going to do a load of coat to that. I've got a rattling cat rattling on the door. Hello, you coming in? Does like to rattle on the door, don't you? All the heat I've put on this, you'd have thought that would be it for now. It's okay, it stayed together, so I'm hoping that it will survive, you know, with the drying, that it don't crack too much. So we'll have to see, just over time. Sounds like it's raining outside. We've had snow, rain, hail, all sorts. So this is the final coat I'm putting on. This is the 4th coat of this clear satin varnish. I've been sanding it in between, just sanding it, hand sanding it in between each coat. So I'll put this on and that should be it. Right, I'll leave that final coat to dry and then that's finished. Now I've got to try and figure out where they're going to go, which is easier said than done. But yeah, my idea is to have screws in holding these. So we're going to look into the future now. So this is what the candle holder looks like in my daughter's living room. Thinking about where these boxes are going to go to sort my screws out, to have some kind of organisation, and all I can think, I've got no wall space at all. That door on the right stays shut most of the time, and even if it opened it won't matter. So I was wondering if I can put these hanging on the back of the door there, but I think that's going to wait until the next video. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. It'd be great to have you follow along. By the way, if you're thinking, what's this here? I have mentioned it before. I use it for focusing my camera. Because she's got the same hairdo as me, it's good to focus in on the shine. So that's what she's for. So anyway, so it's bye from me and bye from her. Take care.